Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for Hitting in a Car Having Too Much Coffee. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a few days. I haven't known what to, talk about on these things. I recorded one, I didn't like what I all said. I have this thing in my head now, at some point I'm just going to say something to get myself canceled. That's just the way about things these days anyway, so here's to hopefully never uploading that one, right? I'm sitting in traffic, or at least slow traffic here now, so I figured this is the perfect time to sit and talk to you for a little bit. Now, could we talk about something like The Mandalorian coming back for Season 3? Maybe not, because I feel like it's a little too early to be all spoilery and everything, so I won't spoil the first episode back. It was great. It's one of those things in there, not a spoiler, but it's teasing something from one of the cartoons, from the cartoon Star Wars Rebels. There's tease in there. It's been teased before in Season 2. A little bit, in a way. But another tease to that in this season, so could we be getting some Ezra Bridger eventually? Fingers crossed. It's one of those things that, I enjoyed Star Wars Rebels a lot. But then I also feel is there a whole part of the fan base out there that's I don't want to go back and watch a cartoon. Why do I have to watch all the cartoons to understand? You don't need to watch the cartoons to enjoy Star Wars. But it's fun when they make references to that. To me. Also, if you like Babu Frick, the Andrelian race, they're in the trailer, so they're cool little guys. They're one of my favorite little creatures and stuff. They make an appearance. As a spoiler as I'm gonna get. I'm stopping. You do have to have watched the Book of Boba Fett though, because I almost feel okay, so in the Book of Boba Fett, there is essentially one episode that is almost completely dedicated to moving forward the story of the Mandalorian. Okay? You need that episode. They should have just showed that episode before they started the Season 3. That's how I feel about it. But I guess you just have to have watched the Book of Boba Fett. That is chapter, well, they do chapters for the name of their titles too. So, the Book of Boba Fett just comes in the middle of Season 2 and Season 3. You gotta watch that before you go and watch the other ones. But anyway, enough about Star Wars. Let's talk about something really important, like spreadsheets. Had my nose in one of those today. So, I have this idea. In an effort to make trivia nights more streamlined. That's where my brain is at here. I want to make it so when I'm being involved in throwing a trivia night, that we can streamline things to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so in the past I have had this spreadsheet that it's for the scoring of the teams. So the spreadsheet is already set up with formulas that basically tell me who is in first place. And then it's kind of got this color grading that kind of shows me who's in second and who's all the way down in last and everything between all the teams. So that's the first part of the spreadsheet. The next part that I worked on today is there's more tabs to each of these, to the spreadsheet now. So there's going to be basically the master list, and then each judge is going to have their own tab within the spreadsheet. So the judge would then have their 5 tables listed out, and so they only have to focus on their 5 tables, right? And filling in the scores for each of their rounds for their 5 teams. And each judge has it split up, and so that table is then tied to the correct cells on the master list to where those entries need to go, and it still does its calculations. So I figured out all of those, the way that those cells had to be pinned together. So now I have it set up right now as if there was 25 teams, 5 different judges, 5 teams per judge. The problem I'm having now is, well, what if I don't have 25 teams? What if I don't have 5 judges? Like, I'm going to have to make a different spreadsheet, I guess, for different amounts of teams or judges. Or is there someone smarter out there with Google Sheets or Excel that would know how to essentially auto-assign teams to cells? Like, can I name a row of cells and then auto-assign them to different tabs? You kind of get what I'm trying to do? That would be really cool. And then real quick, like the last part of this whole thing is I do the whole spreadsheet into a table, and the table then can be embedded into the PowerPoint, and you can see it between rounds within the question and answer PowerPoint. That's the whole goal of this thing, is to streamline the way that each judge would essentially have a device that they can input their things, and then it'll be on the PowerPoint as we get there. Anyway, that's cool to me. I hope you all have a great day. We'll catch you on the flip side. Peace! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello.